Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Now, first things first, I do not recommend anyone do this as it is illegal in most places unless you're doing it for off-road racing use only, or just, you know, not on the roads kind of thing. But there's not one single video about this, so I'm gonna make one for y'all. I'm gonna try to go through this pretty quickly and just give y'all a straightforward answer on how to do this. So let's get into it. So what y'all heard at the beginning of the video, 4-inch straight pipe to an 8-inch tip. Sounds pretty mean. 90 horsepower Histune from Proven. So far so good. I'm loving it so far. All right, let's get in how to delete this guy right here.
Bruh.
First thing first, what you're gonna want to do is drain the coolant. And I don't really want to lay on the ground right now, but somewhere up under the truck you'll see like a little red screw thing. Just get a flathead, put it in there, just untwist it a little bit, and you'll just see the coolant just start pouring out. Second step, you're going to have this little, I think they call it a crossover tube. It's going to be connected right where that block off plate is. You're probably going to want to take the air filter tube off, or just undo one of the clamps over there and push it out of the way. That's actually what I did. So you can do that, and then you're going to put a block off plate right there, and then obviously this goes to the EGR cooler. And then once you do that, there's going to be a few connectors in the little EGR cooler, and then this little vacuum hose here, you're going to want to just take that off of it, fold it over itself, and throw some zip ties on it. And then after you do that, you'll see the little bracket on the dipstick holder here. It's going to be connected to the EGR cooler. You're going to want to take it off of there, which is kind of hard. It's a really small space, but eventually you will get it, just with a little bit of patience. And then whenever your EGR cooler is in there, there's gonna be this little, like a little, I don't even know, like 4 to 5 inch little pipe that's gonna come off of the manifold and go in to this guy right here. And it's, you know, it's gonna be in between manifold and that. You're gonna wanna take both of those bolts out to get it loose. Now, those are kind of hard. Once again, another just super small space. It's kind of annoying, but patience and you'll get it. And then after that, you're gonna want to remove the 2 lines off of the EGR cooler. One is with the 10mm on the top, and one is like kind of on the side of it. They're pretty hard to get to, but you'll get it. Now on to probably, I would say probably one of the hardest parts. What we did, the truck, we drove it up on the ramps, then like jacked the side up, took the tire off, took all of this off, so you have like perfect access to the EGR cooler, which is like kind of right there. So kind of just for example here, so you see here's the truck facing this way, EGR cooler is on there like this. Next, what you're gonna have to do is remove these 3 bolts, this one and these two. My god, yeah, it's gonna be, you're gonna be in for a world of hurt there. But once again, with some patience and maybe the right tools. One of our problems is we just, you know, it was just hard to find the exact tool or whatever that you needed. I think we ended up using whatever millimeter socket it was and had like a bunch of extensions on it. And we finally ended up getting all of them out, but it was pretty tricky. So that's honestly, to me, probably one of the hardest parts. And then just taking the flare out is so annoying. It's so much different compared to the older trucks. Like, they have a bunch of electrical stuff like in the flare. It's kind of retarded, but you'll get it. Just patience. So, and then obviously once that's off, you'll have that little feed pipe, what goes into the manifold right down there, which is what we talked about a few steps ago. You're gonna want to unbolt that off of there. And I'm not gonna put in the description, but the kit I use is from Big Daddy Diesel. Just look it up, you'll see it. It's pretty self-explanatory once you look it up. But the next step is you're going to be taking this line that's going to run off the engine. I think it's called like the EGR cooler drain plug or something. When you get the block off plate for it, it's going to be like kind of like a teardrop shape and just one bolt. Once you have your tire off and everything off, it's kind of like towards like the bottom of the engine. And you know, you just got to undo that, take that off, and that'll be connected to this right here. and it's kind of hard to get it out because it's like shoved in here. So just remember that whenever you're doing it, you're kind of just gonna have to yank and pull on everything pretty hard. And then at one point, it doesn't really matter what step you do it, you're just gonna want to put that little block off plate into the coolant hose line that ran into the EGR cooler right there. So yeah, that's pretty much it, how you do it. Like I said, it's pretty straight to the point. If you have any questions or you need any pointers on how to, you know, maybe do it just a little bit more in depth, drop them down in the comments and I'll definitely help you out. Now for the exhaust part, it's pretty self-explanatory. For the kit I got like the full 4-inch straight pipe exhaust. So first of all, you're just gonna want to literally unplug every single sensor in that exhaust, take it out. And then you're obviously gonna remove the entire exhaust from the turbo back. Just do whatever you want with that and just put in that new exhaust. I think on Big Daddy Diesel they have a picture on how you put it together. Once again, it's pretty simple. We couldn't get it for some reason. Ours wasn't really lining up for whatever reason, so I just went to an exhaust shop and just had them just fabricate it and just do it real quick because I didn't really want to mess with it after doing the EGR cooler. With this being my first time having a diesel and, you know, deleting it or whatever, it was I was just kind of ready for it to be over and just for it to be done and be drivable. So yeah, I went to the exhaust shop, they had it done in an hour. We were out of there and she was good to go. I've not had any problems with it yet. Loving it so far. I would definitely recommend it. I actually did this because I was getting engine code for a whole bunch of sensors just in the exhaust system, and I just, you know why we do it. Better fuel mileage, torque, horsepower, the whole shebang. Sorry for the bad lighting. We have this massive tree that blocks the sun. Let's get it started up and we'll rev it a few times. And yeah, here's also just, you know, some of the exhaust stuff that got taken off. Kind of just a little pile of it here, tailpipe and everything. But yeah, guys, that's actually gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. And definitely let me know down below in the comments if y'all guys have any questions. Other than that, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out.